Indiana Joan here. It's a new week, and this week is starting out, it's all about trash. We just got back from Wisconsin. Yeah, you betcha, you know it. And I was sorting out my dad's stuff and had a bunch of trash from there. And we had already rented this truck for our scrap that we can't burn. It's against the law, so we got to throw it in the dump. And that's what I'm going to be working on. Kurt's working on the front porch, putting up posts and hoping to get garage doors in this week so we can really secure the house completely, which will then allow the furnace guys to bring the furnace and put it in. Seems to me Barney's a little stressed by all of this. This is my stuffed St. Bernard, my favorite stuffed animal that I slept with my whole childhood. And, well, I think his time has come to an end. He seems kind of stressed, but you know he's at least 55 years old. And so I think he's lived a good life in dog years. So it's going to be okay, Barney. You're going to find lots of friends in the dump. It's going to be okay. Well, would you look at that? 3 nice wood look garage doors. Excited about that. And I've been spending time painting the trim. Took me a long time to pick out the color. It is always hard. And then when I painted it on, I really didn't like it. And then we put it outside to dry because it's so nice today. And it matched all the falling leaves. And I went, oh, I guess it'll match real well. Yay! Indiana Joan here, taking a break from my painting to talk about what I'm doing for a little bit. Basically, I am painting trim boards for all the windows and doors in the house. I want to give it a nice frame to outline it, but I didn't want shutters. And so we're using what they call smart siding trim boards. So smart siding is an engineered wood where they take chips of wood and resins of some form and make a very durable siding. And this stuff is pre-primed. If you look at the wrong side of one of these boards, it basically looks like chipboard. But the right side is super detailed wood look, deep, like 1/8 of an inch deep, the pattern is. And I wanted it that way so it would look real when I got done with it, because the light and the shadow would show the wood grain and even at a distance and make it look good. Challenge to paint. You can't roll it. You could spray it, but not in our situation. So I'm brushing it on. And I thought I'd tell you about my brush that I'm using that I just learned about in the last year, and I'm really, really pleased with it. This is an oval brush. It's about 1.5 inches across, about 2 inches long, and it holds an immense amount of paint. It is great on these boards because you can just kind of slather it on and then work it out, and it goes on really fast and fills those grooves. And I was using the good old-fashioned flat brush when I started. I had to scrub that paint on to get it in those grooves. This brush, I don't get paid by this company, but I can't find it anywhere online except the place that I got it, which is called allinOnePaint.com. I bought their paint to paint my kitchen cabinets in my house in Nebraska before I moved, and this was thrown in for free. It's a $40 brush if you buy it separately, but the paint's expensive and the brush is worth it. So just thought I'd tell you about a brush I've never heard of, and they hadn't heard of it at Sherwin-Williams either, but this is how you paint smart siding, I'm just gonna say. Indiana Joan here. There's that old adage, make hay while the sun shines. Well, we're not making hay, but we are trying to prepare our dock for a concrete pour. It's Sunday. We don't normally work on Sunday, but today we're putting in a few hours because we learned it's gonna get really cold and it's supposed to start raining, and that will make this hard to do. So we're gonna try to fit in what we can, getting it framed out to put a cap on top of all of our laid stone, and then I'm cutting rebar to put in there when we go to pour it, and making hay while the sun shines. This week, we have a guest, Sam, who we know from Nebraska and came to our college Bible study, decided to bless us with a week of his time over Thanksgiving break. Who does that? Sam does. So he's working with Kurt up prepping the patio for the cement pour. We are rushing because it is supposed to rain today and tomorrow, so we're trying to do what we can. I'm down here at the dock, and what I'm doing is trying to fill the gaps and create more of a rounded edge on our concrete, because we don't want little ones to bump their heads on a sharp edge of concrete. So we're taking that rubber membrane that we used for the basement of our house way back when, cut it into strips, and stapling it and smoothing it on to create a rounded edge and to keep the concrete from dripping down in the cracks of our concrete block that has that chipped edge that is really uneven. So that's what I'm working on. We'll get it done. I think. It's not raining yet.
Indiana Joan. We're at the end of a week and a half of video I'm planning on making this week, and it's been a cold week, and we're gonna finish it out by pouring this patio and our dock. Our challenge is our friend Earl, that was so fantastic, has had a crisis, and so he's subcontracted the pumper truck with a crew of 8 men instead of the one helpful Earl. So it's a lot bigger operation. And we're working with complete novices. We've got our grandson coming today. We've got Sam coming, and we're just gonna get this done somehow. So here we go, pouring concrete. One of the best things is when your grandkids come at Thanksgiving and all say they want to help move stuff. So that's what's happening today. Wave, everybody. Say hi. Hi. Hello. And there's more. They're working hard. They're not in this picture, but hey, it's awesome, right? Yeah.
So we're stripping off the forms from the cap that we poured the other day. It looks a little messy, looks a little rough, but it looks how we knew it would look. None of it dripped on the face of this split-faced rock, which was the concern. And the other thing is Kurt's got a grinder that he can grind this all down and smooth it and make it look like we knew what we were doing, right? Right?
Yeah, it works really well. It doesn't look like it right now. Because
That was a great Thanksgiving week. I have lots to be thankful for. I'm home. Everybody else went home. So it's just Kurt and I've been plugging away, knocking out this video. And if you made it this far, you saw the whole 20 minutes worth. Sorry about that. 2 weeks. 2 weeks were covered in that video. And this next week is proving to be quite anticipatory because, well, they're talking about putting in our sewer line next week. And our friend Jeff, the electrician, is coming back to help us put in electrical wire down in the basement. Although the heating and cooling guys never did come back during that 2-week time period. I think they're coming back. I hope they're coming back. Let's see what happens this next week.